Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 17 of the Daily Bones Diary series. It's a pleasure talking to y'all once again. It's currently August 25th at 7:44 p.m. So clearly a time to be alive, to say the least. I guess in terms of exciting news, got a job offer from the same organization, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty appealing. It is pretty appealing, but now I have to really decide between, going for the position that the current place has offered me, or if I want to go for a different position elsewhere. That's the, I guess, new mental battle, to say the least. I apologize if you hear that in the background. It's currently raining, so what a delight that is. I'm not gonna lie, it's just a lot to think about in terms of that stuff right now, but I'm not gonna bore that with you guys because that was a terrible way of me saying it. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that because that would be a little too overwhelming, and I feel like I've talked about it enough already. So I'll just kind of put that on the back burner. I guess in terms of other exciting news, I got quite literally lit up by so many mosquitoes. It is ridiculous. Went to the job site and took one step out and immediately got swarmed by 3 mosquitoes. And then as soon as I made it to the other side of the swamp a little bit, I got literally circled and encased by 15 more mosquitoes. Yeah, I mean, it was so actually overwhelming that me and my coworkers were like, well, crap, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that, So we decided to do the next best and more appropriate thing, which was go back and get bug spray. And that failed miserably because after we put on a nice clean coat of bug spray, we ended up getting overwhelmed by even more mosquitoes. I went from 15 to 30 to 30 to 40 mosquitoes surrounding me at all times. Needless to say, everything itches, that being my chin, my neck, the top of my forehead, my hands, everything itches. Not really the best of times, but here we are. We make do with what we got. Gonna go back out there again, and I say this as it's raining profusely right now in the background. So that's fantastic. Really loving the premise of more mosquitoes in the morning. But it's all right. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta power on through, and that's it. That's what happens. But I must say, overall, it's delightful. Right now, I mean, work right now, it's still kind of delightful. I was able to just drive, one of our backup trucks there and back, no issues, no problems. Everything was just smooth sailing all the way through, and I guess that's what I like. I mean, I guess in the sense of just kind of being left alone in that aspect, because it's like, yes, I can finally blast my music, my lovely music. If you want to know what I guess I listen to, or if you have a preference to know what I listen to, definitely recommend I Am Jake Hill. He's a fantastic artist, absolutely brilliant, lovely guy and artist. Rich Brian, love that dude. He's fantastic. He's amazing. Emotional Oranges is great. Love them. They're a little underrated, but they have very banging music. Love them. I highly recommend listening to all 3. They're fantastic. And I guess Evan Fong, who otherwise more prominently goes by the name of Vanos Gaming. He has his own music channel called Evan Fong. Love him, absolutely love him. Love his tracks. Have them all saved and everything. They're fantastic. But I love blasting my own music and everything in the truck because it's like, oh yeah, I can just put on my playlist and kind of keep going at it, because if I'm in the other truck with the other coworkers, they're cool, they're nice, but 2 of them are listening to this old radio podcast sort of thing, and it's just it's like the sleep-inducing one where you kind of listen to the first 10-20 minutes and you're already about to pass out, and you're like, oh my god, please, I cannot focus, I cannot do this, you know what I mean? And then the other dude's just kind of chilling with his own music playing on his headphones and everything. I'm like, well, here we are. But I mean, it's all right, I guess. It's all right. sometimes, I do listen to that podcast stuff or whatever um, on the way back from the work side because, at that point, it just kind of keeps me a little bit more focused on the road, unironically. I guess, because in the morning, it's like, you wake up early, you get there, and you're still kind of like slogging through. It's muggy, it's kind of, a little humid, you kind of sweating a bit. And then, by that point, when you listen to that, it's already just like, oh man, I'm gonna go to bed, I'm really gonna go to bed right now. So I think that's why it kind of puts you to sleep faster. But like in the afternoon, you already went through the whole day, you already sweated buckets, you're already done with everything. You're like, oh, well, I can tune in a little bit. Who cares, But overall, besides that, it's okay. It's all right. I'm trying to remain a little bit more optimistic. I realize that while being tired is one thing, and I am very frankly exhausted right now, being optimistic isn't a bad thing either. It kind of keeps you just lunging forward as much as you can. I will say that in terms of other exciting news, I have an interview this Friday for another position at a different location. I'm going to see how that goes. Wish me luck, everyone. I would love that. Let's just see how that kind of pans out and everything, and see how that develops. But for the time being, just got to remain positive and just got to get through the work week one day at a time. That's it. For all my people out there that are doing 8 hours, 5 days a week, I salute you. For the people that are currently working and studying, I both pray for you and salute you. For people that are just, getting into the field or, just kind of going at it, you got this. I say this with my full heart, you got this. And for the people that have been in there or in the field for a very, very long time, for years on end, I appreciate you for what you do. But please, stay strong. If you already made it this far, you can make it a little bit further, you know what I mean? Stay strong. But other than that, I guess it's going to be another short video today. I don't know. I really didn't have, I guess, much to talk about. I might just go play video games or go eat something. Probably make ramen noodles and just munch on that for a little while, Clearly, the dinner choice of champions here, but, who's to judge? Well, not you guys. You can't see that. But I might just go do that or something, kind of keep myself occupied. All I want to say is thank you guys for tuning in to another very thrilling, quote-unquote, episode. I love you guys. And please, take it easy. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. And much love. Have a good one, y'all. Talk to you soon.